Double. Play.
Well, make note, is a man who is now a serious threat to all the top players. Earlier this year, he reached the semi-final of the second convert, but he proved to me in that scene that he is a serious threat.
Yeah, I totally agree. Different issues of him, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's in good playing mood. Then he's really, really good, in my opinion. If he's not that keen on playing, then it seems like everything's a little bit too slow, and the opponent has a good chance. We saw that during the Thomas Cup lately, where he played a tough match in men's singles against France, against Luc kicked it up a gear and was his good old self. Slow start here.
Thought in a number of tournaments, it's almost as if he hasn't warmed up properly. I thought it yesterday against Zulkifli.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether at the age of 32 it just takes longer for the limbs to really warm up. Of course, he does seem slow to get into matches nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, he's won 3 titles. It was his 6th German Open title. Followed that up a week later with the All England. And that was his 6th All England. A sign of the nerves?
Yeah.
Possibly. Oh, good judgment. It's just wide.
Drift in the first game. He's quite a slow starter. Sort of, I have a feeling that he prepares himself for the third game. I know it sounds strange, but sort of, he's relying on his accuracy and his technical skills, and drifty conditions, they take away. So he's got to sort of adapt to the circumstances better than the other players in order to play his technical badminton.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah.
That's the key to playing Lin Dan nowadays. I mean, you've got to be on the attack. You've got to look for the chances. Play with deceptions. Was he coming off Australia? How did he do in Australia? No, he didn't play the final. Two not so good tournaments.
But that rally, that's what you're talking about with Christie, isn't it?
Yeah. And Lin Dan has had trouble against physically strong players with speed. And then again at the All England he had not so much trouble, but he's in his lower speed right now for some reason.
Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's a challenge here.
Yeah.
Well, I watched that. Selves waiting for Hawkeye. Here it comes. Oh, look at that.
And this is where Jonathan Christie a shot, but it wasn't a good shot. Didn't put any pressure on Lin Dan and leaving him way too much time. And then
yeah, little dissection again.
He was far away from that one, Jonathan Christie, almost half a step the wrong way. And there's a little deception on his backhand shots, but it's not really fooling anyone. It's like it's done a little bit too early in the shot.
Unbelievable. Well, how on earth did Lin Dan manage to control that return? That shuttle was so... Watch this. Look at that. How on earth did he even get it back? Oh, there's another net cord. Oh!
Oy!
Well, Jonathan Christie making the contact, but it went long.
Yeah.
And had that landed in, that would have been perfectly legal. Played the shot.
Very much. But he touched the net. His right leg probably touched the net. Perhaps after the shuttle had landed.
That's a lovely controlled smash for placement.
15, sub.
Yeah, good judgment.
When you see Jonathan Christie playing like this, 15-7, now 15-8 up against selected as one of the 3 singles players for the Thomas Cup final.
Yeah.
Oh, an ace serve there. One can only assume there must have been.
We don't really know. I asked someone and they said that it was a head-to-head selection that, and of course we don't know if that was wrong. We definitely know that it wasn't right.
Yeah.
That Ginting could do something against Jan Jorgensen. So, but that's I mean, when you have choices and you don't win, you always question yourself a little bit.
There's a challenge here. It was long. And indeed it was.
Yeah, there's a saying that when you're winning, it's go for spectacular reasons for victory and question all defeats. And
yeah,
I think we should be careful in that.
Yeah, very true. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Court wide open.
Christie to Ginting. I think Christie is the more solid player, more reliable, more stable, whereas Ginting perhaps has a higher top level.
11, 17.
Not sure.
So,
Yeah.
18, 11.
Oh, dear me. Well, appears Ningate, the Olympic champion.
yeah, he's sort of trying out shots, getting back in this match. He's going to need the shots for the first part of third game. We don't know whether he'll get back, though.
Number 2, Miss Double
And another error from Lin Dan. Just 16 minutes for the opening game.
I mean,
Second game.
couldn't really be bothered
Level.
too much about this. He's playing and developing his game, but it's not one of the situations that motivates him the most. And then you can say, yeah, he's never won the Indonesia Open and so on. And I just think he just says, oh, so what? I won so many other things. He still has a chance if Jonathan Christie gets a little bit nervous and doesn't really know how to convert.
Which was the case in Malaysia, wasn't it? We watched only 16-11 up in that second game, having won the first against Chen Long. He was 18-14 up. And I think the whole closeness, he just tightened up completely.
It's different being 18-14 up against something, and sometimes there is nothing to come up with. And that's hard to grasp sometimes, that, hey, they're not better than me. I'm playing better today than my opponent, even though he's #1 in the world.
Yeah. Oh, that looked nervous to me.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to continue attacking. He's going to attack even more. He should have challenged that one at the net. That's well played. And as usual, Lin Dan is looking a little bit to the lights, talking a little bit, was out or in and so on. Lin Dan is not in gear 2.
Oh, it's a good smash. We've seen the error on the return.
It was a really good smash. He was almost on the...
Yeah, there's another nervous-looking shot to me. And it's these little touch shots that really go.
One of the areas where I don't think Jonathan Christie is quite as good yet.
Oh, that's good judgment.
Yeah.
Was just wrong. Yeah, looks down at the line. Gets his space. Oh.
On the commercial boards in order to give direction to Lin Dan. Looked really, really fun.
For a stadium. Players can't hear what the coaches are advising. Yeah, I just sense a shift in momentum here.
Yeah. Able to use the backcourt and sort of push his shots to the back line, because for good opportunities to attack Lin Dan. That service return there is I mean, it's the same every time. He gets in trouble on the third shot because of the deceptions from Lin Dan.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, that might be one of the keys in this second game, if you can use that a bit more. But I mean, I worry a little bit for him, Jonathan Christie, actually, because I mean, he's only 18, but he's got a bit, but he's going to work awful hard for his points. So I hope we don't see him run into injuries like we've seen, for instance, Sonny Konkoro, who's been struggling with hamstring and back injury over and over again.
long and wide. Of course, winning the Singapore Super Series event as a qualifier.
One of his technical skills. So he's almost always controlling the matches.
I remember a commentator saying that recently about Roger Federer. Let's hope to goodness nothing happens to any player. I hate to see an athlete injured.
Hate to see a lawsuit for jinxing Lin Dan.
Oh, it's just wide. And Jonathan Christie has a 3-point advantage. It's so difficult to tell where the shuttle lands when we see from that overhead angle, isn't it? That's more like it. We can see that's wide.
And it's exactly those little... Camilla Martin, when she'd won the Worlds in 99, silver at the Olympics in 2000, and around 2001, 2002, it got really, really hard to motivate herself on the tour. Lin Dan, at least, I think I remember him from when he was 17.
That's right.
Playing in China against Peter Rasmussen. So he's got to get into the right motivation for these tournaments. On the other hand, he has a big advantage come the big occasions like the Olympics, because that will be something that he the thing that really gives him a kick.
It's going wide.
Yeah.
Well, the Olympic champion needs to be awfully careful here, because Jonathan's 5-point cushion. And look at the poise of his movement as well. And I do like that with this Indonesian youngster.
And I think that was the important thing, that in the beginning of this, he knows that, hey, it's up to me to win it. I can actually win this. There's not going to come anything more than what he's shown so far.
Oh, that's delightful. Well, let's not forget he was again 16-11 up against Chen Long. Got a bit more of a cushion here.
Yeah.
And I think he's a bit more experienced.
And he's got the support of the home.
Similar scenario. It will be a very different outcome. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I'm sure this is what the youngster has dreamt about, an opportunity to play against Cree as well. It'd be beyond the dreams. This will be clear. Oh, it's just long.
Yeah.
That is remarkable judgment.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's real.
Istora Stadium erupts. The horizon. Opportunities. He's outplayed, outclassed Lin Dan today as the youngster. Oh, service fault called. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? A new star is born. Jonathan Christie. He beats the two-time Olympic champion.